Fernando Alonso rebuilt his reputation from a controversial team order scandal to becoming one of F1's most respected veterans.
Welcome back to the Formula One podium for the 99th time, Fernando Alonso, who wins across the line.
But while fans eventually forgave his on-track drama,
yep, they want him out of there. Now Alonso's not getting on with it. Only a minute and 40 to go. Is he blocking Hamilton here?
They were not so forgiving when it came to his love life. Some of his partners won over the hearts of millions, while others were so disliked that fans wanted them gone from the paddock forever. These are the most loved and hated girlfriends in Fernando Alonso's dating history. And first, we need to start with the woman who knew him before the fame. Because Raquel del Rosario is where it all began. And honestly, how could you not love her? She was there when Fernando was still proving himself, still hungry for that first championship. See, after meeting at a music event in 2005, the Spanish pop singer and the rising F1 star hit it off immediately. And what made fans fall in love with Raquel was how real she kept everything. She wasn't trying to be a wax spectacle or chase the spotlight. She had her own career with the band El Sueño de Morfeo, her own identity, her own success. The relationship felt genuine. When they secretly got married in 2006, it stayed under wraps for nearly 2 years. No magazine exclusives, no social media announcements, just two people who wanted their private life to stay private. And when it finally went public in 2008, fans respected that even more. She brought a sense of normalcy to Fernando's life during his most intense competitive years. The 2005 and 2006 championships, she was there. The drama with McLaren in 2007, she was there. Moving back to Renault, she was there. For 6 years, Raquel was the constant in Fernando's chaotic racing world, and fans genuinely believed they'd found their forever. The Spanish power couple, a 2-time world champion, and a chart-topping singer. It was a fairy tale. Until it wasn't. But just like Fernando's controversial move to Ferrari shocked the F1 world, what happened next with his marriage would shock fans even more. Because sometimes the most beloved relationships end in the most devastating ways. And the rumors that surrounded their 2011 divorce,
the Formula One driver and the singer of the group El Sueño de Morfeo have ended their marriage.
Well, let me just say, they didn't paint Fernando in the best light. And that's because Xenia Chumicheva became one of the most hated women in Fernando Alonso's life. And trust me, she earned every bit of that reputation. See, Xenia was a Russian-Swiss supermodel who had everything going for her. The looks, the magazine covers, the glamorous lifestyle. But none of that mattered to fans because of how she allegedly entered Fernando's life. The timeline tells you everything you need to know. Fernando and Raquel announced their divorce in 2011, and almost immediately after, Xenia was spotted with the F1 champion. Coincidence? Fans didn't think so. The rumors spread like wildfire through the paddock. Whispers that Xenia and Fernando had been seeing each other while he was still married to Raquel. That the relationship had started before the divorce papers were even filed. And whether it was true or not, the damage was done. Fans who had loved Raquel for 6 years, they were furious. Social media wasn't as massive in 2011 as it is now, but the F1 forums and comment sections were absolutely brutal. People called Xenia a homewrecker, a gold digger, someone who only wanted Fernando for his fame and fortune. And honestly, Xenia didn't exactly help her case. Where Raquel had been private and humble, Xenia was the complete opposite. Posting glamorous photos, attending high-profile events, making sure everyone knew she was dating a 2-time world champion. It felt calculated. It felt like she was performing. And the worst part? The relationship barely lasted a year. By 2012, they'd quietly split, which only confirmed what fans had suspected all along, that it was never about love, it was about the lifestyle. See, Xenia represented everything fans didn't want in a partner for Fernando. Where Raquel had been authentic, Xenia felt superficial. Where Raquel had supported him privately, Xenia seemed to exploit him publicly. And fans never forgave her for allegedly being the reason their favorite F1 couple fell apart. But you know what's crazy? Just when fans thought Fernando couldn't possibly redeem himself after the Xenia disaster, he found someone who would change everything. Someone who made fans believe in love again. Someone who proved that even after making mistakes, you can find the right person. And that person was Linda Morzelli, an Italian lingerie model who became the redemption story Fernando desperately needed. See, after the Xenia catastrophe left fans bitter and disappointed, Fernando stayed relatively quiet on the relationship front for a few years. But when Linda came into the picture around 2016, everything changed. What made fans fall in love with Linda was simple. She reminded them of Raquel, not in looks or career, but in the way she carried herself. She was private, she was supportive, and most importantly, she seemed genuinely invested in Fernando as a person, not just as a celebrity. And unlike Xenia's one-year fling, Linda stuck around 5 to 6 years, making her Fernando's longest relationship since his marriage to Raquel. That kind of commitment meant something to fans who'd watched him bounce from one failed relationship to another. But where Linda truly won everyone's hearts was in 2021, during one of the darkest moments of Fernando's life. See, while training for his return to F1, Fernando had a horrific cycling accident that left him with a fractured jaw. He needed surgery, months of recovery, and honestly, he needed someone who actually cared about him. And Linda was there. Not for the cameras, not for the Instagram posts, just there, taking care of him, helping him through the recovery, making sure he could come back to racing. Fans saw that dedication and thought, finally he found someone real again. But it wasn't just about support. Linda and Fernando actually built something together. They co-founded Kimoa, a lifestyle and sunglasses brand that became surprisingly successful. It showed fans that this wasn't just a romance. It was a genuine partnership. They were building a future together, combining their interests and creating something meaningful. It felt like Fernando had learned his lesson, like he'd finally matured enough to appreciate a good woman. Until 2022, when they quietly announced their breakup. No drama, no scandal, just over. And the rumors? Well, they suggested that the Kimoa company struggles had put strain on the relationship. Business and pleasure don't always mix, and apparently the financial pressures were too much. But here's the thing. Even though they broke up, fans never turned on Linda. She left with her reputation intact, respected and admired for the years she gave to Fernando. But if Linda was so beloved by fans, and if their relationship seemed so stable for so long, you'd think Fernando would take some time to heal, right? Maybe reflect on what went wrong, figure out what he really wants in a partner. Yeah, well, that's not exactly what happened. Because what came next shocked everyone. And I mean everyone. Because in 2023, the internet absolutely lost its mind when rumors started circulating that Fernando Alonso was dating Taylor Swift. Yeah, that Taylor Swift. And let me be clear right now. This was never confirmed, probably never happened, and was most likely complete nonsense.
Essentially, is your love story and nobody else's, but there have obviously been rumors.
But did that stop fans from having the most unhinged reactions possible? Absolutely not. The rumors started the way all great internet chaos does, with a grainy paparazzi photo and some very creative speculation. Someone spotted Fernando at an event, someone else spotted Taylor in the same general vicinity, and suddenly Twitter detectives were connecting dots that didn't even exist. The memes were incredible. People were already writing fake Taylor Swift song titles. Red Bull, Taylor's version. You Belong with McLaren. Shake It Off, the Gravel Trap remix. The internet was having the time of its life with this completely unverified rumor. But here's the thing. There was literally zero evidence. No confirmed sightings together, no relationship posts, no insider sources, nothing.
Worldwide attention on you in other areas of life?
Yes, probably. But I'm just focused on
It was pure speculation fueled by the internet's desperate need for content. Fernando never addressed it. Taylor never addressed it. And after about 2 weeks, the whole thing just faded away. And in a weird way, fans were almost disappointed when it turned out to be fake. Because imagine the chaos if it had been real. Imagine Taylor Swift showing up to the Monaco Grand Prix, writing songs about DRS and tire strategy, becoming an honorary member of the Aston Martin garage. It would have been glorious. But alas, it was all just internet fever dream. And there you have it, Fernando Alonso's roller coaster love life. From the beloved Raquel, who fans still wish he'd never let go, to the despised Xenia, who allegedly destroyed that fairy tale, to Linda, who proved he could do better but still couldn't make it last, to a Taylor Swift rumor that was more entertaining than half his actual relationships. At the end of the day, Fernando might be a 2-time world champion on the track, but off the track, let's just say his relationship record makes his Ferrari years look successful. Make sure to like and subscribe for more F1 drama, because trust me, there's always more drama.